Well, Calafiori final agreement hit to Arsenal, has been really put forward by Fabrizio Romano and Di Marzio from Italy, and all these are born and bred from Italy. That's where they're gonna hit obviously start their career of really journalism, and they're really transfer experts, and they're gonna hit to be some of the best. And when they're reporting news from Italy, that means they're really getting in from the credible sources that they've always gonna hit obviously recruit throughout the time. Toni Kroos has gonna hit obviously spoken about his retirement after being knocked out of the Euros by the side of Spain, and even Pedri injured, and would like to obviously get to know what really happened into the mix. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football, first video of the day, 6th of July 2024, and hope you guys are really having fun in here for you. And I think a lot is really going on. It's really chilly day in my country and I hope you people really love it sometimes when it's chilly, because it has been really hot. I don't know what kind of day, what kind of weather it is that side in your country. So this is the channel that brings you your latest news and information as far as everything is concerned. Rokan David is my name, and let's continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, the Muslims Barakallahu Fikum. Let's start it off with Fabrizio Romano. Yesterday night he came up and said talks between Arsenal and Bologna will continue in the next days in order to agree on total package / fee. Calafiori waiting as he wants to join Arsenal. So Calafiori is waiting to join Arsenal and is like, nothing is going to stop me from joining Arsenal. And it's really very important to note that talks are really happening, and Fabrizio is like, it's not imminent, but they continue to talk, and for the next days maybe the deal will be done. Then Di Marzio has come out and said an agreement between Arsenal and Bologna regarding Ricardo Calafiori is getting closer and closer on a fee approaching 50 million euros. Although a final agreement has not yet been reached, the player's agent is currently working to close the distance between the clubs. So Calafiori is eager to join Arsenal. He has gone ahead to give them green light, and no one is really going to stop him from really getting to where he deserves to be. But agreement is really not yet reached, but the agent is currently working to close the distance, and the distance looks like it's in negotiations. That is it. I know the fee is not the problem, but the format of payment, because Arsenal want to come up with a profit of payment that really fits all what they're really earning and the Premier League profit and sustainability rules, plus also the financial fair play rules. So Arsenal is like trying to observe everything, and that's why you feel like there is not much ground that is going to have to be moved into the mix. And today morning, Fabrizio Romano has come out and really put out a story that Ricardo Calafiori wants Arsenal, after the agreement on personal terms, around 4 million euros net salary on 5-year deal. Calafiori keen on joining Arsenal, joining Arteta, but club-to-club agreement with Bologna is being negotiated. Chelsea have now signed Renato Viega, who can play as a left back. When I come up and told you that it's over, Chelsea are really out of the deal, it cannot be hijacked, it's now Arsenal leading the race. Maybe some people never took me serious, but the fact is Chelsea is out of the race, and Chelsea being out of the race, they've got ahead obviously said to it that Ricardo Calafiori should go to Arsenal, and we cannot really beat Arsenal over that deal. Let's obviously go in for Vega, and Vega is also left back. A huge goal sounded by Fabrizio Romano yesterday night, and I really went ahead to really like that story, and I posted to the X of this channel. That is the Rokani Media Football. So that is exactly what is happening in between the clubs of Arsenal and Bologna. They're really working to see if this deal really comes to pass, and I know it's really gonna come in through and obviously take the right direction. It's not really gonna really give you bad thoughts about it and maybe nightmares. They're gonna come up and obviously get this deal over the line, and I'm anticipative that today or tomorrow we might hear a final agreement reached between Arsenal and Bologna in here we go, to be sounded by Fabrizio Romano and David Austin in the mix. So that is it about the girl Calafiori. Everything is done and dusted in between him, but looks like Arsenal and Bologna are really having some small niggles that they have to obviously come through and really rectify to see to it that they really get to where they deserve to be. The other guy is the agent who is really working to see to it that his player goes to the club of Arsenal. And you know to it that if you get a deal like of Riccardo Calafiori from Bologna to Arsenal, you don't know how many players are really going to want to be onto your agency, you know, and he wants to obviously pull on this move. That's why I think he told his client that however much you love Juventus, you are Italian, it's not going to make sense. Let's go to the Premier League and fight from there. And he wants really the player, and he loves what he does. So that is all about Calafiori, and he wants to see that everything really goes on as to plan, and I just can't wait to see how everything is really going to pan out into the mix. Now let's leave that at that, and let's go to the player that has gone ahead to retire from international football and professional football. That is Toni Kroos. He said the following about the game that saw Spain being knocked out by the side of Spain yesterday. He said, right now, on his last game, right now, the fact that we're out of the tournament is more important than anything else because we all had a big goal together. And this dream that we all had has now simply been shattered to some extent. Even if we realize in the next days that we played a good tournament, it's extremely bitter. Obviously, everyone is going to get bitter. He's really not going to be into the mood every time you say to it that he has found himself in a position of obviously getting knocked out, and he would love to say to it that he would have gone ahead to lift one more trophy for the club of Germany, for the country of Germany, before they really get knocked out. But obviously, it couldn't happen. It went the wrong way, and Germany found themselves out. But he says even if they will find out they played a better football, but it's bitter that they've gone ahead obviously get knocked out of the Euros 2024. Then he said, of course, it was a game where we gave it all, not to lose. We were very close, and that makes it all the more bitter. I think we can all be proud because everyone was able to step it up a notch. I think we can all be proud because we were able to give Germany football hope again. But we're extremely disappointed because we wanted to go a little bit further. So that is Toni Kroos for you. Leaving the side of Germany, will he obviously alternate his mind that he really wants to find himself playing for the side of alternating and playing for the side of maybe Real Madrid or Germany? We leave it at that and obviously see how things really are gonna go. Now let's go to the guy called Pedri, and the confirmation came in through that Spanish Federation confirmed Pedri suffers an internal lateral sprain to his left knee. His Euros are over. More tests will follow. That is Pedri for you, one of the players that Spain is going to be really missing in action. And with Dani Carvajal red carded, you see to it that even the right back is really having problems and is not going to be really playing. That is Carvajal, meaning that they're missing two big players, and you know what it means in this beautiful game of football. Now, after the game, we've been told by Barca Universal that after the game between Spain and Germany last night, Gundogan was having an interview. When Ferran Torres passed, Gundogan paused to ask him about Rodri and how he was doing. That is Ika Gundogan. And remember, Ika Gundogan and Pedri play for Barcelona. They play for the same team. You know that very well. And them playing for the same team is, I'm talking about the club. It is really one of his roles as one of the leaders of the team to obviously help the guy not really shrink further. That is it. And Pedri really got off, and when he got off, there came in Dani Olmo in his position, and it scored the first goal before Merino went ahead to score what we call the winner in the dying minutes of the extra time. And Germany was like 2 minutes away from really going into penalties, but they really costed themselves a game. So guys, your thoughts onto Calafiori to Arsenal final agreement hint. What do you make about it? You're gonna hit to hear it by yourself. I'm gonna hit to obviously add a little bit of beef to 1 and 2 all here in there. And that's what you make about Toni Kroos. And lastly, Pedri injury. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. Bye bye.